What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in with a little bit of Destiny 2 news, or more specifically the sort of morbid irony of Destiny 2's Game Award nomination for 2023. And so Destiny Bulletin shared that D2 has been nominated for Best Community Support at the Game Awards, and this story has been picked up by various outlets. GameRant reported that just weeks after Bungie gutted Destiny 2's community team, the Game Awards nominates the MMO for Best Community Support. And of course the timing of this nomination is sort of ridiculous, and that isn't because Destiny 2 historically has terrible community support, of course. I would say overall it's probably been one of the better games on that front, but the timing of the nomination specifically is both incredibly ironic on the outside, but also very frustrating for various members of ex-Bungie staff, given that of course the community team were one of the areas affected heavily by the recent layoffs at Bungie. And so firstly, on the front of the Game Awards, while I think the work that the community team historically has done on Destiny is certainly worth celebrating, it's perhaps a nomination that simply shouldn't have happened this time around, although it has triggered a low-key sort of scolding response from ex-Bungie members. So firstly, DMG04, who's probably the most notable and recognizable previous community manager from Bungie, said, "Cheers to studios who send their community teams to award shows when nominated for community-specific awards." And he added, "Kudos to those who don't reprimand their community team for celebrating upon a win too." And obviously all of the context around that response can't be provided, but DMG seems to be slamming the fact that previously at the Game Awards, in 2019, Luke Smith and Mark Noseworthy went on stage to accept the Community Support Award for Destiny 2. And of course, these aren't folks who are members of the community support teams at Bungie, but instead are directors. So it seems entirely possible that DMG was taking aim at this situation. And yeah, I think to have game directors go and accept the award on behalf of a team that they, I suppose, represent but aren't really a part of, certainly leaves a little bit of a sour taste. But other previous Bungie team members also chimed in, and Liana Rupert said, "Personal feelings aside, as a team that asked for more people, not less, I'll say that Cosmo, Bruno, Ivan, and Timon advocate for players in a way that you'll never know." And she also said there are so many poor decisions diverted because of their care and knowledge, and good decisions amplified. And while the timing on the nomination couldn't be more ironic, I'll shout until the day I die that the group I got to work with are some of the best in the business. If Destiny wins, I'll celebrate them, the people, and the player support team. They're absolute legends. And Griffin Bennett, who previously worked at Bungie in social media, also said this is a reminder that the quality of your work does not matter. In the end, you're just a number. Although as he points out, I'm sure if Destiny 2 manages to get that award, at least it will be another line to add to the resume of those folks who are now looking for jobs. And so really that's all there is to report on this. It's just interesting that the Game Awards went ahead with the nomination despite everything that's gone on recently. And given the way that these things are voted for and the general community sentiment at the moment, I wouldn't imagine that Destiny 2 will snag that win. Although I think there are a lot of folks who've previously and still work at Bungie who've worked incredibly hard in these areas. However, the irony, once again, of Destiny 2 getting that nomination given everything that's gone on is rather out of touch with the current situation. Although, once again, if it was to get the award, I think it would certainly be worth celebrating all of the folks who've made that possible. But again, there would be that frustrating element that there probably wouldn't be any community team members to actually go ahead and accept the award. And so we'd possibly see a rerun of 2019 where other game directors, executives, and managers who don't necessarily get hands-on with that work specifically would be the ones to go ahead and accept that award. So very weird timing. Give us your thoughts down below. Just thought it was worth a quick mention. And also, now that the dust has settled after a couple of weeks from that initial news from Bungie, it's interesting to see folks who previously worked on those teams sort of loosely scolding Bungie's handling of the situation, historic acceptance of those awards, and even comments that suggest the community team have diverted away from terrible decisions previously. And of course now Twids even gets signed off from the Destiny 2 team as opposed to any specific individual at Bungie. Safe to say the vibe has changed. Give us your thoughts down below guys. That's the little news update for today. So I appreciate you tuning in and I'll catch you all very soon.